I look like Mr. Wilson from Tool Time. What's going on, guys? Johnny here with the Investing for Beginners, and today we're going to talk about how you can make $100,000 a year, the game plan that I've set up for you, and how easily it can technically be. All that you need is a little bit of hard work, dedication, and consistently showing up every day for, at least a couple of years. So hope you guys enjoy. If you do, consider smashing the like button and subscribing. Let me know if you like this new whiteboard kind of classroom style. If you do, we can do more like this. If you don't, well, I'll probably still end up doing more like this, so subscribe. All right, so right here, first off, 100K, right? $100,000 is a goal. Some people have different goals. Some people have, a goal to make $20,000 a year, or $50,000 a year, or $1 million a year. Whatever your goal is, just know that this is just a goal that I've set up for this specific example. Okay. Now, salary. The average salary in America is around $55,000 to $60,000. If you are, within that range, you're doing a really good job. If you're below that range, that's okay, right? Everyone is different. There are different areas and different ranges, of course, of lifestyle and income and expenses and etc., right? So, whatever your goal is, write it on paper. That's the point. But for this example to work, you're going to want to have at least a average income of around $55,000 a year. That could be, a salary-based job. That could be a sales or commission-based job. Just look around your area. I believe that's roughly, I want to say like 200 a day. It's like 1,000 a week, something like that. So once you get that baseline, you're going to continue to just work, and then you can start using some of that money. Try to keep your expenses really low, like really super low. Like, don't even get a car loan if you can. Don't get any credit card debt. Maybe don't even have any student loan debt. There's a lot of people on this channel who are students still, or just getting out of high school. Maybe there's some people here that are in their 20s, their 30s, and still just trying to figure it all out. I hope this helps. Okay. So now that you've laid a baseline at 55, that means we need $45,000 more. And so then we would start looking at other ventures, like say stocks, YouTube, dividends and interest income, maybe rental properties, car sales, affiliate merch, sponsorships. And again, guys, this is all going to take time. I know it can be a little overwhelming to beginners or, people that are just first starting out, but I think it plays a very important role in exactly what you want in life. What's your game plan, right? And just write it down, just showcase it. And that's exactly what I did. And I've been able to do really well, you know what I mean? So by simply writing it down, right? And just taking notes and carrying around a journal with you that showcases different stuff to help you a little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna move on to day trading here. Day trading is gonna be stocks. If you can manage to make $100 a day, with say around $5,000 principal. Now that account balance, of course, you would build up from having that salary job. It's important to have a job. So, you go to work at whatever hours, say, 8 to 10 hours a day, and then you have a little bit more room for trading. Maybe trade 1 to 2 hours a day. You're going to be making 2% a day. Now that is a little bit of a high goal. My goal is to make around 2% a day. That's 10% a week, which is 40% a month, which, is really aggressive. But I've been doing this for quite some time. So maybe you start out with 1% or 0.5% per day goal. But for this example to work, it'd be 2% with the 5,000. I mean, we've made $100 a day with $200, $300, $400. So you don't necessarily need the entire $5,000 to make $100. It's realistically, you can do it with, with around $1,000, maybe even $500, once you get a little bit more used to trading. That'll result in 500 a week, 2,000 a month, which will be the 24,000 a year. Okay. Right here, 24,000 a year. So now you're up, what is that? 79,000, Okay, so you're getting close to 100. Now the next thing you might want to do is maybe you start a YouTube channel. Maybe you talk about stocks or travel, or maybe you like decorating cakes, or you do something YouTube related. You know, very realistically, you can get to $300 a month. I mean, there's people that make $100 a month, $1,000 a month, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month. But again, just for this example to work, we're going with $300 a month right here. The subs, we would need roughly around 10,000 subs ish. I have 6,000, so I'm almost to that number. So around 10,000. You need about 10,000 views a month. At did I write it down on here? It would be $10 per 1,000 views. Now I know it could vary. You can go from like say $1 per 1,000 views on YouTube up to, you know, $10, $20 per 1,000 views on YouTube. So whatever your niche is, check it out. Adjust this number 10 to whatever it is. If it's a 2 or if it's a 4 or if it's a $5, whatever it is. But for me, for this example, it would be $10 per 1,000 views. So then you would need 10,000 views in a month to make $300. All right. Oh, we need 30,000. We would need 30,000 views to make $300. So 30,000 views would be 1,000 views a day. And 1,000 views a day might sound like a lot to some, and it might not sound like a lot to others, but that's what it is for this example. 1,000 views a day, $10 per 1,000 views, 30,000 views a month, give you $300 a month or $3,600 a year, just on ads. And we'll get into sponsorships, merch, and all that in just a minute, but that's just off ads, hey, so around $3,000 to $4,000 a year. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of work to make only $3,000 or $4,000 a year. And yes, it is a lot of work when you first set up, and you're not going to get to these numbers on day one. But if you already have a job, right, that you're working at, and you're spending 8 or 10 hours a day here, and you're spending an hour or two here, and maybe you're spending an hour or two here, you know, that's a solid day. That's a solid day right there with 3 different things: work, YouTube, and day trading. And guys, this is not only a model that I drew up for you, but this is something that I kind of went along the lines of going toward when I first got started. So moving on, so that'll give you 3,600. So not a lot. I mean, now you're over 80,000. It's like 82, 85, something like that. The next thing you're going to do, say you get to this step at like a year or maybe 2 years. Some people can get it here in 6 months. But say it takes you a year or two to get to these 3 stages. Well, then these 2 stages, of course, with your job. The next thing would be looking into a rental property. Now, I put granny flats here. I guess I don't really need to add that, but we acquired a small property and we're able to then have the ability to rent it, right? So this would be your goal moving forward. If you could find a rental that you can get $600 a month in profits, maybe you do Airbnb on the weekends, maybe $50 a night, 3 nights a week, that's $150, that's $600 a month. Or make it a long-term rental. Maybe you charge them, you know, maybe you charge them like $750, I'd say like $750, $800, and you include the utilities and the Wi-Fi. You give them a bonus, you lock that in, and you take away $600, right? That would be a great example. So $600 a month in profits from one rental would be $7,200 a year. And guys, you can take these examples and then run with them. You could have 10 of these properties after 10 years or 5 years. You could have multiple YouTube channels making multiple hundreds of dollars a month. You could double down on day trading and go from making $100 a day to $1,000 a day, right? So all these are just to get you started and to get to that initial 100,000. From there, it could compound and it can go up so much more. You'll be surprised at exactly how much that could go up. So the next one would be dividend interest. Dividends and interest. I didn't add it to the board because I was running out of room, but basically dividend interest would be any income that you get from holding money in a stock account. I know WeBull, MooMoo, and Robinhood, probably other ones, a lot of them have that 5% annual APR on uninvested cash. So say you're sitting on like 100 grand, you could get 5% every single year just sitting on 100 grand. That'd be 5,000 a year. That's like $400 a month by just having your money sitting in your stock trading account, compared to just your typical, bank account giving you less than 1%. So I figured about $100 a month. That's a little bit reasonable. That's like $3 a day, or about $1,200 a year. Okay, that just gives you a little bit more cushion. And you're talking, dividends too. If you can make even $100 a month in dividends, that's $1,200 a year. So you need probably around the same amount, maybe about 100 grand to make $100. So with your job and with all these, you're saving money. You're trying to build up your stock account, and that's when you can get into dividend investing if you want. Have 100 grand in dividend investing, making you $12,000 a year, or no, it'd be $1,200 a year. No, that's incorrect. It'd be $100,000. Have you making about 10%, right, a year? That's 10,000. If you could make, a little bit more, say $120,000 account at 10%, that'd be exactly $1,000 a month. So this $1,200 a year could turn into $12,000 a year once you build up to even a dividend portfolio at 100 grand. So again, compounding effect. Okay. Now the next one was car sales. In my state, I could sell as a private owner to another private owner or whatever. Without a dealer's license, I can sell up to 4 vehicles per year without getting a car dealer license. Now, it may be different in your area, maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times, whatever it is in your area. Check with your state law on how many car sales that you can make per year without a dealer license. In my area, it's 4. Okay, so if I can sell 4 cars at $1,000 profit each, that's $4,000, and don't need a dealer's license. We're just looking for maybe, I put it right here, maybe $3,000 to $5,000 cars, and we're selling them for $4,000 to $6,000. So buying them at 3, selling them at 4, buying them at 5, selling them at 6, and I could also do a video on that, showcasing how exactly I would plan to do that. It'd be fairly simple. You look for the vehicle that's worth $6,000 retail, and you find one that's cheaper, good condition but cheaper. You get it down to $5,000, and then you sell it at the retail. You don't buy something at retail for $5,000 and then expect to get $6,000 out of it, unless you're going to put mods into it or try to upgrade it in some kind to add value to it. That's kind of wrong. So you want to find something that has a value at, say, $10,000, at $6,000, but you're buying it at 3, 4, 5. Now, lastly, with that $4,000, that gives you $95,000 a year. We still need $5,000 left. So by this time, you should have enough information, you should have enough money, you should have enough experience from trading, maybe from doing YouTube now, you have a good following. Maybe you're talking about your rental property, maybe you're not. Maybe you're talking about your car sales too. Maybe you have multiple YouTube channels. Maybe you kind of mix it all into one. But your affiliates, merchandise, and sponsors are going to come from everything you're setting up now for your future. So if you're doing good on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, something like that, reach out to try to get some affiliate links, merchandise, sponsorships. That can result very easily. $5,000 a year. It's like 400. I think it's like $400 a month, something like that. Right here, $416 a month, $14 a day. So all this is very possible, guys, and I wanted to showcase it to you simply for the fact that I wanted to get you inspired. I wanted to get you motivated, and I wanted to get you kind of fired up and kind of get your head thinking about the possibilities of making more money if that's something that you want to do. Let me know in the comments. I could do more videos like this. I hope that was, informational, educational, inspirational to you all. Thank you. I appreciate all your guys' time, your support, and it's amazing. It's an amazing journey. Enjoy it. enjoy every part of it. You know, start with small goals, start with $1 a day, start with $10 a day, whatever your goal is. You know, start somewhere and then start putting in the work. No one's gonna save you, no one's gonna do the work for you. You gotta do it yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Remember, we go live every day at market open, so if you want to learn more about the stock trading aspect of this all, then definitely go check out our live stream in the morning at market open. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.